Welcome to the Pirate Broadcast, where we interview interesting people doing interesting things, where you can expand your connections, your community. Kindness is cool and smiles are free. And let's get this party started. And it's a beautiful day. I just here with a friend, Russ, another Russ in stereo. I love it. Good morning, Russ. How you doing?
Oh, I am so good, Russ. I am just blessed to be on the Pirate Broadcast this morning because, kindness is cool and smiles are free, and I'm all about that.
Amen to that. Amen to that. The thing about it is I don't know. I think this is 420 episodes, and I've been doing this for a while. And I don't know, about a year ago, it hasn't even been that long, maybe 6 months ago, I saw a post that I had created 6 years ago. And that's what it said. Smiles are free. Kindness is cool and smiles are free. And it's like, I've been saying that for a while now. Hopefully it'll catch on,
I think you have that down. I think because that is naturally you, which is you're just an amazing encourager and a positive force. And I just appreciate you so much because we need more kindness. We need more smiles.
And I think that's why we get along, Russ, is because you're exactly the same way, brother from another mother. And the reality is as much as we could be, down on life and, kind of, and I'm not saying every day is perfect. I heard you on your show the other day. It was like, every day is not perfect. However, you can look at it and it's just a perspective. You have to adjust and make adjustments along the way.
Yeah, your life is not based on your circumstances and on what other people say or do. It's your perspective, your attitude, your choice. And, I once heard about this book called Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose. And I'm all about living the life you choose because it's up to us. It doesn't mean crummy things don't happen. It doesn't mean that life does not have challenges. We both know that you have to deal with struggles and challenges along the way, but you get to choose your attitude. You get to choose your perspective and how you look at things. And you get to ultimately choose your joy level and what your life is all about.
How do you approach the decision to let things go? You personally?
Yeah. Well, I'm blessed with actually a great personality. God gave me a personality where things just kind of roll off me pretty quick. I am a person, I want people to think highly of me and I want to be a blessing and an encouragement for people. But when it really boils down to it, I don't really care what people think. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I know what I'm all about. I am confident and strong in my own purpose and my own self. And so I just move along. And if other people don't like me or don't like what I'm doing, as long as I feel that I'm doing the right thing and I'm fulfilling my purpose in life, then I just go along. So things that hit me, sometimes they'll sting a little, but they roll off pretty quick. And I just learned to, realize that what they say does not determine who I am. No. What they say does not determine, my life. So I just choose to move forward.
It's you walk in a room and says, I hope somebody likes me. And you walk in a room and say, I hope I like someone. Big difference, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I'm all about making things happen. So I'm going to get out there and I like people to like me. Sure I do. I'm going to get out there and make people like me because I'm just going to be fun and goofy. And who doesn't like fun and goofy, right? Most people are going to be attracted to that. So let's be fun and goofy. Let's be kind. Let's bless other people. And most of it's going to come back positive to you.
And the other thing, let me go a slightly different direction on that. And sometimes you're working with clients or you might have a client or something that just they're not gelling 100%. And sometimes you have to let things like that go, or you have to remove things from your life that are not encouraging your joy.
Right.
And I'm sure everybody has this circumstance where they have to decide. It's like, this is really not working out for me. I want to let this go, and I'm not sure how I'll figure it out, but I'll figure it out.
Right. Yeah.
Have you ever
I,
had those circumstances where you had to let something go, and it's like, okay,
yeah, I
whether it's
think
a
we all have.
client or a project or something in your life.
Yeah, no, I think we all have. I think that there's sometimes, I mean, you got to remove toxic people from your life, toxic situations from your life that drag you down. And you can do all you can to bless and help people and try to lift them up, and I'm all about that.
Mhm.
But there comes a point when some people aren't going to let you do that. Some situations you're not able to do that, and there's times you just have to let things go, and that can be really hard. It
Yeah.
can be hard because I am let's make it better. I want to fix things. I mean, that's really a guy thing. We're fixers, right? I
Yeah,
want to
fixer.
fix it and make it better. And if I can't, I feel like part of me feels like I failed because I wasn't able to make it better. But then I step back and I think, no, this is not anything that I'm doing. It's not anything about me. I've got to let this go. And that happens from time to time. And I think it makes us better to be able to choose those circumstances that we just let go.
It does allow us to decide. And I like what you said about, you have to surround yourself with positive people
Yeah.
and productive people and people that you really understand and appreciate. And also people that appreciate you.
Right.
So I mean, you're out there all the time. You're doing work. In fact, you got, meetings and things that are going on a regular basis now. And as things open up and get a little more active, I'm sure you'll be out there banging on doors and talking to people and doing events and things like that. You mentioned that you recently live streamed an event that took place. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, it was so much fun. I mean, Russ, I learn every day. So first of all, I started learning from you and other people that I watched what you were doing and things that were out there. And I've learned so much. And part of this whole live streaming that I've been able to be part of
Uh-huh.
has been phenomenal. And I've learned there's so much opportunity. And I had a client who has been a sponsor and a regular supporter of the live show I have with D. Scott, the Experience Live with Russ and Scott on Wednesday. So they've been
Yeah.
a regular sponsor and supporter, and I worked with their team. And so they were doing a great event, a community event called Red Dates with Keller Williams all around the world. And each team in their community helps and reaches out to their community. So there was a gal with a Hodgkin's lymphoma, that a young gal, 12-year-old girl, and her family that were struggling, and she wanted a tree house in her backyard. So their team went in, they cleaned it up, and they built this tree house for her. And it was kind of like, one of those home improvement shows where they do the unveiling and move that truck. And so anyway, I got a live stream during the process and then live stream at the end of the day. Got to do a couple things I hadn't done before, so I had to kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
And it was a ton of fun, and it makes me feel accomplished that I was able to do it. But what was really great is the client said to me, "Wow, that's amazing. You are definitely my go-to person when I need some more of this kind of stuff," because that was incredible. And I was just figuring it out as I went, but it was kind of nice to get some of that, from them, some love from them, because it helped me think, wow, there is so much possibility and opportunity with these things. I want to reach out and help more people do things like this.
Yeah, it's amazing. And this is the analogy that I use all the time is you're in, just like when you go to the grocery store, there's somebody in front of you, there's somebody behind you. And if you know a little bit more than the person behind you, you can help them create something or do something.
Right.
And it's very valuable to continue learning every single day. And I
Oh,
know
yeah.
that's I've watched you've been doing that since you started. Since we first met, you just
Yeah.
continue to learn and grow and expand it. And I've been fortunate enough to be able to be on the show and have some great conversations. I just think it's amazing what we can do
Yeah.
nowadays.
Well, you're a blessing. You really are. And what I love is I love the community online. I love my community here, but I love the community online that has been so helpful and blessing other people and helping them. Like you said, the people behind, they're lifting them up and helping them along. And I can't even tell you the number of people that have spoken into my life and helped me with this whole process. And it's been a really blessing because I have grown a lot and I have a long ways to go. But every day I try new things and I love to do fun stuff. You know me,
Yeah.
I like to
Yeah.
get groups of people. Like I have a couple shows coming up where I'm getting a few more people together. And sometimes I'll do it spontaneously. My Russ Reels show, this kind of wanders. The other shows are consistent, but that one kind of moves. I sometimes will get a group of people on and we just have so much fun. And I'm able to connect people from around the world that didn't know each other, and they get to know each other while we're doing the show and having fun.
Yeah.
And so I just try new things and try to be a blessing, with what I'm doing.
That's awesome. Marcia says, she says, Russ, what a great attitude and a way to deal with life. God doesn't make any junk.
Amen, Marcia.
Amen.
That's right. That's right.
And she also says, happy Friday, Pirate Broadcast. And then the DVA mechanics are here. It looks like from Twitch. We got somebody from Twitch today.
Hey,
that's awesome. This whole community, Marcia was on the show earlier, and Taylor was on the show, a friend of Marcia's, and introductions. And I know that you see this as well.
Yeah.
We're just, all of these connections are just amazing. And I'm just blown away every day by the people I get to meet and talk to and hang out with, and you're in that group because, I don't always have the opportunity to catch your show, and you probably don't always have the opportunity to catch my show. And that's okay. We don't have to do that. But when we get to hang out together, it's always a great opportunity to get caught up and see what we're doing and share those experiences.
Yeah.
And I know that, like Marcia, she's doing some great work, and she actually did this. And I don't know if you saw this or not, but the Pirate Syndicate.
Oh yeah.
She makes these copper. She's been able to go and get certified on copper being able to kill germs 99.7% or something like that. I got her. Yeah, stay well copper. It's like cool. Right here. But those are the kinds of things that are so amazing to me to be able to just share. I mean, it's great work. It's doing stuff that is out there and putting things together. Like when you released your book. So when's your next book coming?
Well, I am actually just releasing here probably next week my workbook, companion workbook that goes with Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose. And I'm really excited about that. It's going to release on just an ebook form on Amazon for now. Okay. People also can get a PDF from me, but yeah, I'm really excited about that. And then I'll start working on the next one. We were talking about learning and growing. And as I'm building my content for all the stuff that I'm doing, as you know, that takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
And I'm the kind of person that likes to run 100 miles an hour because I love to move and it energizes me. Getting around people, I love this, but getting in person with people, really like right with them in person and doing things really energizes my life. So I've been having to rein myself back and say, you need these few hours to work on this content to do this or that. Yeah. And, but it's been great. And I've been building that, and the workbook will be cool. I've got a whole new project called Purpose to Profit. And I've got a Facebook group. Anybody wants to join that? I've got a workshop that I'm doing, and I'm going to put that online as well. I've been doing it in person, but I'm going to put that online. And it is kind of scaling everything back to, what is your purpose in life? I mean, you individually, and then your business and what you're doing, because without purpose, you don't have life without purpose, but you definitely cannot be driven and productive. And without being productive, you can't be profitable in your business. So you can go from realizing what your true purpose is to being much more profitable in all you do. And sometimes that profit is money, and sometimes that profit is not money. Sometimes that profit is in a better life, and a better life for you or other people. So yeah, I'm really excited about that.
Your state of mind is valuable. It's priceless.
Oh my goodness. Can't put a price on that for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And I love that. You know what I was just, a thought just occurred to me is you should probably do an audiobook of your Befuddled book.
Yes, I have my my voiceover friend Melissa, who does for my podcast. She does all the pre and post voice. She's great, and I was going to work with her. I'm going to do the reading of the book, but that's what takes some time. But she's going to do some little introductions and things on my audio book as well. And I'm hoping that maybe this summer I could get to that, because I would like to put out an audio book on that as well.
Yeah, I really enjoy listening to audiobooks when I go out to ride a bike or something, and it's nice to be able to consume content that way, because I'm always learning. Love to learn.
Oh yeah. When I was walking this morning, I was listening to something. Usually I like peace and quiet, but I was actually listening to something this morning as I was walking along. So audio is great.
Yeah. So what do you do for relaxation, Russ?
Well, I like to start my day with a breath of fresh air and a deep breath and a nice walk. And every morning I have a morning routine that gets me going, and that helps relax me a lot. Getting out and walking, spending time with my family is the primary activity that I love. My family is musical. I love music. I always have. Went to Oregon State on a music scholarship years ago. I've been in worship ministry for years. So I love music. That really relaxes me as well. Yeah. But really getting out in the fresh air, walking. When I grew up, I loved camping. I grew up, actually, my parents had 5 acres of woods, and all around them, just forest. And all around us was everybody else with forest. So I grew up running and climbing trees and exploring. And so getting out in nature, taking a walk, spending time with my family, listening to some good music, those are my relaxation points. Yeah.
Since my birthday, I've been creating a track a day on my iPad. So it's like, that's cool. Been creating a little side project for my own little project. And I'm a fan of music. I love listening to music. I love creating, love evolving music and stuff like that.
You're quite a musician. I know that you in the past have been involved in that, because you and I have talked about that. Yeah. I mean, we have so much in common. But I am blessed with children who have taken it to the next level and are really active in that. In fact, my son, the mastering company that he works for down in Pasadena, we were just down there visiting them. They've done some big artists. The dad years ago did all of Neil Diamond's stuff. So you and I would remember that. Yeah. Oh yeah. And they just recently mastered Justin Bieber's worship album that just dropped a couple weeks ago. So, I mean, whether you're fans of those people or not, they're big names, and the owner of that's up for a Grammy like every year. So it's been a blessing to Connor, my son, to be able to be around that. And plus it's a regular job in music. Music jobs are hard to find.
That's a tough one to find.
I know.
That has to be so exciting to realize that you get to play a part in some amazing music that goes out the door.
Yeah, it is a blessing. My daughter has a beautiful voice. My wife, I mean, just looking at my family and the things that they've done, it's really interesting, because you've seen this. Life's a journey, right?
Oh yeah.
And as we go along, all the little pieces, God is putting them together, right? Yeah. And so when I was in early music ministry, my wife started in a trio, and they started recording and putting out CDs and traveling. And then my son, when he grew up, he wanted to do that. So he started a band, and he was blessed because we had all the connections, and they were able to record starting in junior high. They were 10, 11, and 12, their band. Wow. And they were able to record CDs and travel and do those things because we had already been through that process.
Yeah.
And so when he grew up and went into college, and he and my daughter both, they were like pros in recording because they'd done it for years, right?
Yeah.
And so they had learned the whole process. And it is a blessing to see them, see the thousands and thousands of people that they reach with the music they do. It is a blessing.
It's amazing. And it's just like live streaming, you don't know where it's going to land. You don't know which audience or which person you're going to touch along the way.
Yeah.
And it's just like you said, you have to do it for yourself. You have to do it for the purpose that you're here for, and putting it out there and making sure that you're encouraging people along the way.
Well, and today authenticity is a big word. And I think that if you authentically are living your life, the life you choose, and not living somebody else's life, you're filled with purpose, you can do amazing things. You can do amazing things. You just have to step forward, get started, and live your life. And it's just, there's too many people, I think, out there. I joke that they're befuddled, but there's too many people out there living somebody else's life too. There's too many people out there living what people think they should be, what people say they should be, or just doing things that they think they have to do. And, that's, what kind of life is that? What kind of life is that? Live the life you choose. Get out there, bless people, make a difference, right?
Yeah, make it matter.
Yeah.
Make it matter.
Absolutely.
And I've been guilty of the same thing, Russ. It's you think that this life is supposed to be structured in a certain way, and media and marketing all tell us, oh, you have to have this product in order to be happy, and you can't be happy unless you have this product. Here, let me show you how you can buy this product. and the reality is that, like you said, we have to live our own life, and we have to be the person that we were meant to be. So, and unfortunately, some people can find that, like yourself.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's what my why in life is to help other people. I want to inspire and encourage others to live a purpose-driven life of significance. That is my why. Everything that I do revolves around trying to bless others, find their purpose, find their significance, their place in life. Not my place, not somebody else's place, their own place. And I might give, like in my book, I might give examples of things I've done, but I'm not telling other people to do exactly what I do. I'm telling them these are things you can do to make life better. These are things you can do to make a difference in your life. And, people have seen, I have a couple stories in my book, struggles I've gone through. I had a horrific car accident after my freshman year in college, almost died. And I learned how precious life is and how important it is to live every day with purpose. I've had struggles all through my college years at Oregon State. I was pretty lost. I went from being, having a great family, great parents, everything was great. I went to college, was supposedly living the life of a good kid, but I was totally lost. I was off track. I was doing things I shouldn't do. I was living a bad life. And I was able to come around through finding God and my beautiful wife, who got me back on the right track, was able to refine my purpose. And so we all have to go through different journeys at different levels. But, that makes us who we are, right?
Yeah. Well, and I think, if you try to follow someone else's roadmap, it doesn't always fit.
Yeah.
And we all have to kind of go through our own bruises along the way in order to get the experience we need to kind of put things into perspective for ourselves.
Yeah.
I want to ask you. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say a good example of that real quick is speaking. When I speak in front of people, I've done it and had people try to tell me what to say, and never works. Tell people trying to tell me jokes to use, never works. I have to be me and do my own thing, and my goofiness is usually funny enough. So I just do my own thing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it struck a chord because I wanted to find out what your thoughts are on leaving a legacy. Finding your path and your journey and your purpose is one piece of the puzzle. I think, leaving a legacy is something that people need to start thinking about. And how are they gonna leave this world, and what impact they're gonna be? Because with the content that we're creating, the information we're leaving, the support that we're providing, all of these things lead up to, evidence that we were here. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really amazing to think we have an opportunity, the first time in history, really, to leave a legacy and put something out there. And your book is one example of
Yeah.
doing that. So do
Well,
you think about that, and how do you think about that?
yeah, my biggest legacy I want to leave is with my family, my children, the people that I'm able to influence and touch personally. And if I can make them better and their life better, and they can do like we're talking about, my kids
Yeah.
doing amazing things in music, and
Yeah.
watching that and thinking God gave me a little teeny small part of that. I would
Yeah.
say it's mostly my beautiful wife. She gets most of the credit
Yeah.
after God. But it's been great. And then, yeah, I love the fact that we can leave all this content through live streaming, through podcasting. This book, there's my book, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose. It is a slice of me. It's me.
Yeah.
And I wrote it right off the bat with encouragement from friends. And I think, D. Scott Smith, my good friend, who's my co-host on The Experience, he encouraged me to write the book. He's the one that really got me started. And it is just a slice of me. And, I may not be the world's greatest writer. I may not sell 1 million books, but I have a slice of me that I can utilize in all the stuff I'm doing, because when it comes from your heart, you can utilize that to bless other people. And that's really, I want to encourage people and bless them. And I hope the book does. And it's available on Amazon, by the way.
I love that. And if you haven't followed Russ, go follow him. So go connect with him. You're on LinkedIn, you're on all the social platforms, so it's not difficult to find you. So
no, RussHedge.com. RussHedge.com has got everything. All my social media links, all my email, my phone number. Man, text me, call me.
To Amazon.
What?
Link to Amazon.
Yeah, it has all of that. Yes, you can get my book. Absolutely. You can link to my shows, my podcast, my live show. All that stuff is that. So RussHedge.com is the easiest way. Plus, you can also schedule time, just like I think you can with you, Russ. You can schedule time to actually talk with me and Zoom with me. And I love to connect with people. So go on there, connect with me. I also do a encouraging email every day, which I just try to encourage people as well. You can get on that list as well.
I'm on your list. I receive your stuff. Marcia says, I love audiobooks and podcasts to listen to when I'm out walking. It's the most enjoyable way to make exercise go quickly.
It's true.
Absolutely. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, Russ, this has been another amazing episode of encouragement and a little bit of positive, a great way to, wrap the week up and move forward. So you got any big plans over the weekend?
No, I think I'm going to spend time with my family. I have one event that it's just online. I'm going to help out with a little bit tomorrow, just to be encouraging. I'm actually a chat cheerleader for a local nonprofit, just helping them out a little bit. But
cool.
Yeah, just trying to be positive, and they're trying to drive, some engagement online. And so, yeah, besides that, spend time with my beautiful family, have a wonderful church service on Sunday. And yeah, there you go.
Fantastic. I get to hang out with Marcia and Howard Kaufman tomorrow. We got a Founders Guild here in Phoenix that we're going to go attend and hopefully meet some amazing people. Social distancing, of course, but
of course,
it's one of those ideas that I really enjoy making connections and understanding what other people are doing and kind of put things into perspective for life. And, it just feeds the soul to be able to help and encourage others. And for myself, it's always enjoyable to meet a new friend and make a new friend. So,
well, you know what, Russ, I As I said, I love connecting and making friends. And I mean connecting, not just contacting people and trying to get advantage from them. I love connecting. You have become a great friend. We have never met in person, but we will sometime soon.
Yeah.
And you are a great friend, and I really appreciate you.
Likewise, Russ, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Go out there, encourage, share a little kindness, because kindness is cool. Smiles are free. And you enjoy the day. Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining the Pirate Broadcast. If you found this content valuable, please like, comment, and share it across your social media channels. I would love the opportunity to help others grow in their business. The Pirate Syndicate is a platform where you show up, we produce the show. It's that easy. If you want to be seen, be heard, and be talked about, join the Pirate Syndicate today.